Hey girls, it's Monday. Welcome to 5 Girls 5 Minutes. I'm Sarah and I have a drawing to draw, so I'm gonna get right on that while I answer some questions. Itzel asked about Halloween plans, and I don't really have plans per se, but I have a Halloween costume idea, so that's probably what I'm gonna be focusing on, at least for the time being. Usually what I do with my parents is we go to this parade in Old Town Alexandria area, and everybody's dressed up in costumes. It's mostly for kids, but it's fun for everyone. And so that's probably what we're going to be doing again this year, but I mean, it's good enough. One year we went to this really cool thing where it was like the Day of the Dead. And so everybody was in their costumes, and they had artwork, and I've already messed up this drawing a little bit, but that's okay. But it was like an art building, like an arty place where people were selling their scary Day of the Dead art. It was really, really cool. I filmed from it. It was a while ago, though. It was like 2 years ago, back when I was a chinchilla. And this year I do know what I'm going to be, which is cool. I'm going to be a ghost from the Haunted Mansion attraction because I'm obsessed with that ride, and I've never been scary before, so I was like, you know, for once I want to be something scary, and if I had to choose what scary thing I would want to be, that's definitely what I would want to be. So, yeah. That's pretty much all I know, is that I'm going to be this thing, and I'm hoping I can make it work because I'm going to be using a dress that I got from a thrift store a while ago, and I need to get a hat. But it's funny because the dress that I got from the thrift store is from like the 50s, and but I'm trying to be like an older ghost because I think most of the ghosts in that ride are from a long time ago, but it should work out okay. The drawing that I'm drawing, by the way, is inspired by what Itzel drew, sort of, but not really. So yeah. And so Libby asked about supernatural experiences, which I think is cool because it kind of ties into the Halloween question. So I don't think I've ever had a supernatural experience. I think my supernatural experience was maybe just the window was open and I didn't realize that there was a window open, because you know how when you experience a ghost, it's supposed to be a little cooler. Well, I was in the Tower of London, and at one point I felt a draft in the corner where the little princes were locked. So I was like, ooh, maybe their ghost is here, but I don't know if that was actually true. I don't know if I've ever actually experienced something like that, because I mean, I'm keen to believe it, but I don't really know if I believe it. Now I'm using markers. So my question, I want to get to my question so I don't run out of time. I don't want to have to do 2 takes because I don't want to have to draw this all over my fancy notebook that Tara gave me. My question is, we were talking about TV, and I want to know, when I was growing up, there weren't a lot of influences for girls. Like, I was inspired mostly by guys, like Robin Williams, Dana Carvey, Jim Carrey, stuff like that. But now, I feel like a lot of the TV shows these days are very much female-oriented. Like, if you look at 30 Rock, it's Tina Fey, and like Modern Family, there's lots of really strong women on there. And Kristen Wiig, really strong, lots of really strong. And then there's things like Two Broke Girls, and even Whitney, even if I didn't like it, it's still kind of nice for girls. So I was wondering who your influences might have been, like famous influences, might have been from the things that you watched growing up, and were any of them girls? Because my big influence, like I said before, was Gilda Radner, and even though I love Gilda Radner, and I think she's great, she was around in the 70s, and she died in like 1989, so she was never actually alive when I could have watched her stuff, but she was inspiring to me. And these days I'm inspired by people like Tina Fey and Maya Rudolph and Kristen Wiig and all them people. I even like Jenna Fisher and stuff. I don't think I'm going to be able to color in this whole thing, but I'm going to keep trying. But I've been thinking about that a lot, and I really like Two Broke Girls. I was surprised to find out that it was written by Whitney, because I didn't really find Whitney that funny, but I guess you can be funny at one thing and not be funny at other things, so I'm just going to be lazy and use my pen for this one. And I think I probably am out of time, so let me see. Yes. Awesomeness. This is my drawing. It's Roger Daltrey from The Who, since Itzel drew Carlos. If you can't see, he's got like lion hair. I can still draw him, it's been years. But anyway, I hope you're having a great week, and Tara, I will see you tomorrow.